How y'all feeling? It's Don Ali. No matter who watch, no matter who listen, nobody really dies. Get money and stay positive. I lock my door back. Unlock my door. There we go. Whew. Rise and shine, beautiful people. Hey, I just wanted to share my current thought process real quick. I was just having a thought to myself. I think that the best thing that you could do is be authentic and genuine. Sometimes maybe you're not performing in the way that you know you can, or you're not meeting certain expectations that you may have set for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But the least you could do, and the best thing you could do, no matter what I'm saying, how you're progressing in that moment, is be yourself, be authentic. However you truly feel at that moment, that's how you really feel. Don't act like you don't feel that shit. That's weird. That's something that we just, that's something that we just started, to do, like, as humans and shit. But like, come as you are, like, for real. Like, how do you really feel about this shit? You know? That's the best thing that you could do. That's the best thing. The best thing that you could do is be authentic. That's the best thing you could do. I was watching shout out Daylight. I was watching one of Daylight's lives yesterday. And he was talking about praying, and he was talking about how you pray, and he was talking about how, like, we'll, like, be begging, you know what I'm saying, when we're praying, or we're like, we come to God in like a super soft way. And then we go and live our life like regularly, you know what I'm saying, and bold, you know what I'm saying, just different. And he was just saying, like, God wants you to come to him as you authentically are. Like, God wants you to communicate with him in the way that you communicate with your homies, to everybody else, your family. Like, God don't want you to communicate, like, because he's seeing you the whole time, you know what I'm saying? It's just better. It's just better being authentic, man. And it's something that I haven't always really been good at that shit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I had to learn, because at a young age, I was, at a young age, I learned to suppress my emotions. You know what I'm saying? Due to the things that I was going through as a kid. Like, and that was the beginning of my inauthentication. That was the beginning of me being fake as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Just like feeling certain things and just being like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna act like it's not there, or I'm gonna suppress that. That was the beginning of me being fake. I feel like everybody got a origin story, you know what I'm saying? That moment where they became a little fake. Usually it happened when you were a kid. When I was in like kindergarten, first grade, I told everybody Santa Claus wasn't real and shit, right? My mom told me that, so I told everybody else. I said, they gotta know, I gotta let the slaves know. But that shit went so bad. That shit went terribly wrong. Like, first, not only did people not want to know, but like the people were offended. Like, the class was in an uproar. Teachers, parents was upset. But like, that was like probably like the real big moment when I was like, damn, like, being real ain't really like rewarded for real. Like, you know. But all that to say, you do shit like that just to loop back around, as an older person, and just be like, you know what, I was right, I was being real. Like, that's how I really felt. Like, that's how I really felt. Like, you know what I mean? Somebody gave me a compliment yesterday. This young lady gave me a compliment. She told me I was handsome. There's an alternate reality where I tell her, "Oh yeah, you're beautiful too, or you're pretty too," or I return the compliment just because I feel like it's the polite thing to do. I didn't find her attractive though, so I didn't say she was good looking. I just said thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be little shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We be wanting to be polite and be accepted and acceptable, and but the best thing that you could do for yourself is just be authentic. However you some things, I'm also learning, like, some shit I just keep to myself. Somebody should ask to smell her hair. That's crazy. I would do some shit like that on some joking shit, but I also be trying not to, like, joke with people when I know they in a serious bag. Like, I've done that before where I was playing and then, like, they was serious. And it was like, nah, nigga. Now you got me started. So I didn't want to play with it. But yeah, that's the best thing you can do is be authentic. I just keep coming back to that. You know what I'm saying? It's just the best thing, no matter who watching, no matter who listening. That's why I say that all the time. Don Ali, no matter who watching, no matter who listening, nobody really dies. Get money, stay positive. No matter who watching and no matter who listening is like a call to act, a call to self, to remind myself, like, gee, I don't give a fuck who's looking at me or who's listening, trying to hear what I got to say. This is what I feel. This is what I feel. You know what I'm saying? And I'm standing on that, you know. But some things, I just try to keep to myself, you know, because it's not for everybody, for real. That's a thing that I've learned about being authentic and just being a truth seeker, is that, like, some people don't even really want that shit, And then I also respect delusion, like, even the idea of safety and self is somewhat is an illusion, Like, everybody on Instagram posts their best foot forward. That's an illusion. Like, they post the side of themselves they want everybody else to see. And I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you constructed that, you're building that, you have a self-image and shit like that. So, but some people ain't really looking for the truth, and some people don't really give a fuck about who you really are. And that's when it's like, okay, like, I am being authentically myself, even if I'm quiet right now, even if I'm not saying nothing to nobody right now. I'm really being my authentic self because I don't feel like saying nothing to nobody. I don't feel like saying nothing. But if I'm in the room and there's somebody in the room and I'm just gravitated towards them and I want to say something to them and I'm not saying nothing to them, I'm not being authentic right there. Maybe I'm reserved because I think this or that, or what if this or that, but, like, I'm not being authentic right there. Authenticity, I think, requires a bit of impulsivity, impulse. Like, it's sometimes where you just want it. You got to listen to your impulses. Like, you may want to say a certain thing, and all that thinking shit. It just kind of you just trick yourself out of expressing yourself. So, man, whatever you got going, whatever your goals are for this week, this month, this year, whatever it is, however that journey goes for you, remember, it's going to be up and down. And also, remember, whether it's up or it's down, be authentic. If you are fucking up, tell yourself, gee, we're fucking up right now. Like, what the like, don't act like you're not fucking up. Don't act like you're not fucking up, man. If you feel like it's going, however you feel like it's going, express that shit to yourself in the most sincere truth. That it is a healing modality. You know what I'm saying? It is a purifying method. Just being authentic with yourself. So, always remember to give yourself grace. Always remember to push yourself and strive for more. You know what I'm saying? And be authentic. It's Don Ali. No matter who's watching, no matter who's listening, nobody ever really dies. Get money and stay positive. Peace.